Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. Today we'll be talking about some of the news topics from across the country. I'm Jay.
And I'm Alex.
This ad is brought to you by Carzuno, the easiest way to lease a brand new car in Thailand.
And we're going to start with our first story today. When you think about Thailand, you think about Microsoft.
Indeed.
Microsoft launches first regional data center in Thailand to enhance cloud and AI capabilities. That's right, Microsoft has announced the opening of its first regional data center in Thailand, marking a significant step in enhancing cloud service availability in the region. This development follows closely on the heels of CEO Satya's declaration of $1.7 billion in investment in AI and cloud infrastructure in Indonesia. Now, the new Thai data centers aim to bolster Microsoft's hyperscale cloud services and provide a robust AI infrastructure through its Azure platform. This initiative aligns with Thailand's goals to transform into a digital economy hub, as stated by Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin, who views Microsoft's investments as pivotal for the country's digital economy and competitiveness. Furthermore, Microsoft has committed to training 2.5 million Southeast Asians in AI technology by 2025, underscoring its dedication to fostering digital skills in the region.
Yeah, AI is coming, baby.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, 2.5 million trained up by next year. That's a significant, I mean, that's like a lot of new jobs, actually. A lot of people but again, I don't know. It's one of those weird things where AI is definitely a tool that helps a lot of people, like your digital personal assistant.
Yeah.
At the same time, it is going to be displacing a lot of jobs too. What's your stance? AI, should we ride the wave or?
Aren't we already riding the wave?
I do feel like we are.
Even if we don't want to, it's happening.
There's no sense in trying to resist it, but oh god,
They're taking over.
Skynet's coming. Oh no. Yeah, it does feel like we're on the fast track for a Terminator future, but I guess for now, let's just enjoy the new
Are you
tech.
actually here?
Who knows, right? I could just be a digital YouTuber at this point. I don't know. Replace me.
We have the money for the hieroglyphics.
Please don't replace me.
Yeah. All right.
Well, anyways, speaking of YouTubers, though, we got a misbehaving one. So, an American YouTuber has been accused of assaulting his girlfriend under the guise of creating content. Now, in a shocking incident in Chonburi, Thailand, an American YouTuber identified as Mr. Murphy is accused of injuring his girlfriend with a golf club, an act his friend claims was for the content creation. Now, the episode unfolded at their residence where Mr. Murphy, visibly distressed, was found shouting and causing extensive damage. His girlfriend, Miss Kanita, and her sister sustained injuries from glass and the assault. Now, despite the violent scenario, a friend of Mr. Murphy argued that the actions were staged for a video intended for his channel that boasts 2.4 million subscribers. Police and rescue teams responded to the distress calls and are investigating the unsettling claims and the circumstances surrounding the incident. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think this is something that I hate about it. Like, there's so many content creators. There's a lot of it's just a prank bros.
Oh God,
out there.
I wish I have that experience one day so I can really
Just really
show them what I
smashing
feel about their prank. Yeah.
It's infuriating though, but this is something that people are thinking, even if it's a joke, people are thinking that there's actual danger, causing people to call police, and wasting police resources. Like, no matter what the excuse is for this incident, it's not good. And it just goes to show that you can't just do anything for the sake of content creation.
Yeah, let me just assault my girlfriend. Content.
Hilarious.
I'm not that bad, guys. It was fake. This world's full of idiots, and he just happens to be one of them.
Yeah, indeed. It's hey, it was just for it's art. Like, dumb.
And I hope these Here's the bad part. Obviously, this has made the news, and we're talking about it, and that just gives these idiots more attention, and therefore.
Yeah, hopefully this is the wrong kind of attention, though,
true.
because this could lead to his arrest.
I hope
maybe
he goes to jail, and then people are like, "Oh wait, some guy in Thailand went to jail. I shouldn't do that."
It's just a prank is not a sound legal defense. I don't think. Well, anyways, on to our next one.
On to the next one, ladies and gentlemen. A Laotian tourist has been robbed of a gold necklace worth $2,000 in Pattaya. It's not just the Indians, the Laotians have joined.
Indeed.
In an unfortunate turn of events in Pattaya, a Laotian tourist, Detnakhon, reported a theft of his 80,000 baht gold necklace early on May the 1st. After a night out with friends, he chose to walk back to his accommodation, eventually falling asleep on a sidewalk along Sukhumvit Road. he awoke to find his valuable necklace missing. CCTV footage later revealed a suspicious sequence where a man initially dressed into a motorcycle taxi vest examined and subsequently robbed the sleeping tourist. The incident is another reminder of the frequent jewelry thefts targeting foreigners in Pattaya, prompting local police to advise tourists against displaying expensive items publicly. In other news, you might still be wondering why people are wearing
gold necklaces in public.
80,000 baht worth of gold necklaces on a booze cruise in Pattaya.
Yeah, indeed. And then falling asleep in public and then acting shocked when
What?
I know. Like, of course, obviously theft. I don't want to victim blame. Obviously, theft is never a good thing. But there are these precautions you can take to not get stolen from. And falling asleep in public at night with your gold necklace on display is pretty much like an invitation to thieves. Yeah.
People who often wear jewelry, they just forget it's on them, right?
True, yeah.
If you're used to wearing a bracelet or a chain, it might have been his first night in Pattaya, like in Thailand, and he didn't realize and had a little bit too much, fell asleep on a sidewalk. Who does that?
Right? Like,
but anyways.
to me, that's the misbehaving in the story. Obviously, there's two misbehaving, but at the same time, you shouldn't be falling asleep in public too.
Well,
It's a bit of a nuisance.
Whoa.
Victim blaming,
No,
I know.
I'm going to take
sorry.
a stance here, all right? In this world of prejudice, inequality, racism, who are we to judge a Laotian tourist, or any tourist rather, who wants to go to Pattaya on a booze cruise, get absolutely smashed, and get passed out on the streets?
We have rights in this
You're a
country.
hypocrite. Don't be a hypocrite.
I've never
Exactly.
done that. How does that?
Exactly. It's his right to do that.
Fair enough.
Allegedly.
Well, anyway, I do hope he gets his necklace back.
Allegedly.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Anyways, watch where you fall asleep with your gold necklaces on display, okay, people? That's all I'm saying. All right. Anyways, on to our next story.
Yeah.
So, a female boxer arrested for assaulting a teen over jealousy in Buriram. So that's right, in Buriram, Thailand, a former female boxer was arrested for violently assaulting a 15-year-old girl during the Songkran festival celebrations. The 26-year-old suspect, driven by jealousy and alcohol, suspected the teenager of showing interest in her ex-partner. Using her Muay Thai skills, she inflicted severe injuries on the young girl, who was later hospitalized in critical condition. The incident occurred after the former boxer consumed significant amounts of alcohol and was egged on by a friend. Expressing remorse for her actions, she acknowledged the impact of her jealousy and intoxication. The community and local authorities are now dealing with the aftermath of the assault, raising concerns about the consequences of violence fueled by jealousy and alcohol. No excuse, I think, especially when you've undergone training in Muay Thai and any sort of combat sport, and then unleashing those skills on someone who's, first of all, unsuspecting, second of all, underage, like 10 years younger. She's a 15-year-old girl, so she was like a little teenager, and also under the influence of alcohol, where you're much less likely to be able to control yourself and your actions. So an apology is not going to do for this, for a girl that's been put in critical condition. Yeah. And it also highlights a spate of crimes, like we see this pretty regularly, where jealousy is the fuel that drives some of these people to some of this bad behavior. So, I don't know.
No, it's absolutely crazy. I think it should be punishable severely.
Yeah.
All right.
Agree completely.
For now, we're going to move on to our next story, which is regarding a former executive who has been arrested has sparked debate after assaulting a police officer during a DUI arrest in Thailand. In a striking incident in Thailand, a former female executive, intoxicated and confrontational, was arrested for DUI and subsequently for assaulting a deputy police commander. Known as Kun Mao, the executive appeared on the popular talk show Hon Krase, where she admitted to excessive drinking but disputed some details of the altercation. During the show, hosted by Kun Num Ganchai, she provided another angle of the video from the sobriety checkpoint incident, which has been widely circulated in the media, raising public debate over law enforcement and personal conduct. Now, in additional footage, Kun Mao is seen kicking the deputy commander's face in a police vehicle, followed by a heated exchange over alcohol testing standards. Her remarks during the argument underscored her defiance, further fueling discussions on the incident.
You know, this is something I always praise the Thai police for, is trying to de-escalate these situations when people are going absolutely, insane in these intoxicated situations.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it also might be a highlight of privilege. This is a woman, an executive, a former executive who has access to resources and money that us plebs maybe don't.
Well, not only is she intoxicated, she kicked the police officer in his face.
In the face.
And she's saying, but you're not looking at it from my point of view.
It's like, well, from his point of view, all he can see is your foot.
Yeah.
So,
but I was wearing Prada.
Yeah, at least I kicked you with a nice shoe. Anyways, more misbehaving. Like, it's one of those things, I feel like money just makes people think they can get away with a lot more.
Yeah.
And hopefully this little bit of public shaming that she's undergoing will alter her behavior in the future.
Shame.
We'll see. Well, anyways, we also have some other strange stories involving some high-powered people on the other side of things.
Okay.
So a Thai actress known as Aum Sakaojai takes legal action against cyberbullies. Now, a Thai actress, Aum Sakaojai, has filed a police complaint against a cyberbully following severe online harassment. The harassment began after Aum posted on her Facebook page receiving sexually explicit and threatening comments from a user named Noi Gyabot. Feeling threatened, Aum and her family decided to take legal action, seeking to address the violent nature of the comments, which surpassed any previous online abuse she had encountered. This incident highlights the harsh reality of online abuse faced by public figures and represents a significant stand against cyberbullying. Aum's decision to pursue legal recourse aims to set a precedent in handling cyberbullying cases in Thailand and may encourage other victims to seek justice. The case is under investigation, and it underscores the importance of addressing online harassment decisively. Yeah, man, cyberbullying. I don't know. What do you make of, I get... I look at the YouTube comments. Okay, I see negative comments all the time, and it depends on how they're moderated. But sometimes you don't know when somebody's just being mean for the sake of it, just for some online points or whatever, or if they really mean it.
This world is full of hateful people, and you have to look at the positives and be more positive, and life is good. But the world is full of hateful people, and especially people who are celebrities or have some sort of fame. We just hate them for no reason. So I just don't like her face.
Yeah, I agree with you completely, but at the same time, I don't know, where do you take those? Obviously, there's going to be a ton of those meaningless comments, but when something starts to make you uncomfortable because of its consistency and its violent nature, then all of a sudden, all right, now is this just somebody venting, or is it somebody who's really going to hurt me?
But good for her for standing up for it, and I hope they find out that anonymous person. I never understood, for example, on Facebook especially, even on the Thaiger Facebook, Facebook for in general is, I think, the worst place for
pretty cesspool-y,
cesspool of toxic people, and a lot of the times they use their original profile. So you'll see like John Smith has commented like, "Hey Alex, you look like a clown. You should quit your job and go back to where you came from." And I'm like, what? And then I click on his profile, and it's like pictures of his family as a profile picture with his kid and stuff. And I'm like, what kind of human being are you?
Invariably, they are parents. Invariably, they are bitter. Invariably, they don't have much of a following. They have they've alienated everyone in their lives. So the only interaction they can get is hate interactions online. I mean, there's just patterns that I've noticed for most cyberbullies. A lot of boomers guilty of this cyberbullying thing too. I don't know.
It's always a certain type of people.
Indeed. It's just I don't know. Seems like just be nice. I don't know. It's so much easier to just drop a compliment.
Because at least in Facebook, some of the foreign or even Thai commenters, when they do have a negative comment, I'm just like, whoa, the balls you must have to actually comment this in public. People can see who you are. And what kind of person you are. That's more a reflection on them, really. But
it is.
Yeah, anonymous. A lot of people mostly do it anonymous, right? Even on Reddit and stuff. You've got these, and people just make up stories like, "Oh yeah, I worked with that Alex guy. He's the worst, man. He's like a child molester."
Whoa.
No, that's what I mean. Anybody can say anything.
I know. I just feel like somebody's going to clip that out of context. And Jay said that about Alex. You're fine.
Allegedly.
Yeah. No, I know though. People will make up anything just to get a reaction out of you too. So, anyways, that's why I try not to read these comments too often.
So, note to self:
Yeah.
Don't look at comments.
Yeah.
Look at only the positive ones.
Yeah, I try. That's hard to filter, but yeah.
Yeah. You've got to go through them.
That's it. Yeah. Wow. Anyways, that's it for our stories.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Those were some of the stories. There are, of course, more stories on the Thaiger.com. For now, we're going to have a quick dive into the live chat and see what's going on.
This ad is brought to you by Carzuno, the easiest way to lease a brand new car in Thailand.